just when you think that you might be on the tail end of a up level, of an identity shift, of a stepping into a new version of you, things happen. And that's just kind of the nature of life for me specifically right now. And this week, I have felt very called to share more of like behind the scenes with me, especially with like Restfully Rich getting ready to start and come hop on the scene and change some lives. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Alyssa Simpson. I'm a mindset and manifestation mentor. And to be totally honest with you, that title doesn't even resonate with me right now. What resonates with me is nervous system wealth, because that is what I'm teaching. That is what I'm actively currently going through myself. And you do not need a teacher or a guide if they haven't been through the shit as well. And I refuse to let this season beat me down. I refuse to let this season of change and identity shifting and being held and taken care of and provided for more from the source than I ever have. I'm not going to let all of these things stop me, because I'm one ambitious bitch. I really don't take no for an answer. But that does not mean that I don't get overwhelmed, that I don't get stressed out, that I don't have little flare-ups, right? Like I even text my husband today while he's at work and I'm at home, and I was like, hey, your girl is going through it and I'm not asking for help or rescuing. I just need to not carry this mentally and emotionally. So I'm sharing it with you. And later on today, you can hear me vent about it ad nauseum. You need someone like that in your life, and you need a partner that you can share your own stresses with. And if you don't have that, what are you doing? That's for another day. But I have been someone who I have lived this restfully rich life for a long time now. And I used to try really fucking hard to defend how easy things come to me. Number one, we're not doing that anymore, because I'm allowed to be provided for and taken care of without defending it. I don't need to tie things providing for me to my worth. And neither do you. If you are someone who constantly feels like you are holding it all together and like it all like would fall apart without your wherewithal or without your input, I'm telling you right now, if it fell apart, it wasn't meant to be for you anyways. And sometimes things falling apart aren't the worst case scenario, okay? And I'm saying this to you, but I'm also saying it to myself, because I don't even know if I really should be creating something to put out into the ethers, but I am. But I am. And it's because I know that I'm not alone. And I know that what you go through, you grow through. And there is beauty in sharing what you're growing through, so that it can also have a little bit of room to breathe, right? And like I've told y'all before, like I feel like a lot of these things that I put out are very, therapeutic for me in a sense, but they're also like a really good way for me to have my own sounding board. And also I get so many people reaching out to me saying like, that is what I've been trying to articulate my whole life. That is exactly what I needed to hear. That is the total season I'm in. Well, hello, let's band together. It's kind of like we're all synced up. You know what I'm saying? Because as an ambitious powerhouse woman, who I'm also not going to dilute that title anymore to myself, because I have tried to dilute that the majority of my adult life. Like almost like it's not okay that I'm ambitious and successful and strong-willed and disciplined and honestly very fucking capable of doing it all alone. That doesn't mean that I desire to do it all alone. And I, for so long, have been talking about the co-creation process with divine energy, source, God, universe, whatever resonates. But I haven't truly been participating in that dance of co-creation. I have still been wearing the pants in my Zaddy universe relationship, and I need to stop. Because that's my little way of keeping control as someone who is ambitious and a powerhouse and a female leader. Like, that is just a part of my own little conditioning that I am actively unlearning. And I don't know how many more times the universe truly needs to bless me and show me that I am fully taken care of for me to actually like listen and fucking pay attention and take notes and be like, oh my God, you're so right. Because I keep trying to defend it. And that's like if someone gives you a gift and you like feel uncomfortable receiving it. That's exactly what I have been doing the past 6 years, where I have been fully provided for without a whole lot of my fucking effort and energy. Okay. I've been able to truly and honestly manifest and bring to fruition incredible fucking things. And I'm tired of trying to defend it. Like, all of this needs to come with a disclosure. Like, yes, it all happened really easily for me, but I gave away all this stuff for free, but I really lowered the prices of my coaching container so anyone can join. Fuck that. Why? I'll tell you why. Because conditioning and programming do exist, and they are running the show in the background. Even if you aren't aware, your body always keeps score, and your body will tell you exactly where that tension is being held and what it's being held with. Because not even was I like defending my money, my finances, my literally like being taken care of-ness. I wasn't defending it in the way of like, but hey, you can't say that because this is what's happening for me and this is why. I was defending it like to myself. Like, I would get in these weird mental spirals where it was like, okay, well, if anyone really knew that this was your financial situation, they would call you a scam artist because you didn't work for that money. Saying it out loud makes no fucking sense. And because I'm aware of that, and because like I have identified this like internal defense conversation that I'm having, I'm trying to equate it to like if I had won the lottery, that my lottery would have been pissed away because my body didn't feel safe or worthy receiving it. Not that I've pissed away my finances or like whatever, like that hasn't happened, but with that type of conditioning and programming, that's exactly the scenario that I would be in if I were to ever come into what is the fucking Powerball right now? Trillions? I don't know. Quad, trillion, I don't know, a fucking wild, large number. And then I also found myself defending like, but maybe I don't need more. Maybe this is as good as it gets. It gets to be so much wildly better than we'd ever imagined. And I know this to be true because I'm living it, number one. And number two, I'm actively rewiring this conversation in my head, this loop spiral of tying worthiness and success to actual effort. You don't have to do anything to be provided for. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone or anything to be taken care of. And that is literally written in a universal law. It is divine code that is true for every single fucking person. But the reason that it doesn't actually come to fruition is because you let your limiting beliefs and your conditional programming run the show of tying success and wealth to an output. We're done with that. We're done with that. And this is exactly why Restfully Rich exists. No more are these high ambitious women, disciplined as fuck women, going to have to equate our success and finances and wealth to output. That is such an outdated ass thing. And I am so grateful that I get to be the one to lead it. But if you're sitting here listening and this is landing in your body like nothing else ever has before, and you are not taking action on it by at least seeing if Restfully Rich is aligned for you, goodbye. Goodbye. Because it's not going to happen overnight. We can sit here and pretend that we're just going to get rid of it on our own, that we're just going to overcome this fucking mental cold that we have, or you can take the action as the ambitious powerhouse woman that I know you are and say yes to something that's going to actually teach you how to restfully receive riches and wealth, because we are not tying our worth to our hustle anymore. That's not how our nervous system operates. That's not how our human code operates. And we're done with it. Link is in the show notes. Get in where you fit in, baby, because it is never going to be this potent after this round. And the founder price that it is right now will never be the same again. So get in. I'll see you. You have questions, you know where to find me. We'll chat soon.